Hi, this is Kirby Summers, and I welcome you to my true crime podcast. Today is September 6th. It is Friday, and I want to thank those of you who take the time to like my podcast because it does help the algorithm on this platform. So if you can do me that big favor, give it a like right now. Many of you who have been following my work know that I have been writing, investigating, reviewing the Epstein, Wexner, then fill in the blank, Nexus for many years. In a few days, it will be the anniversary, the 23rd anniversary of 9/11. While I have heard other people who have done some research on the events of that day, I have never heard anyone talk about the connection of the mayor of New York at the time, who was Rudy Giuliani, who frankly became very well known and became known as America's mayor as a result of, frankly, the mistakes of those days, not necessarily what he was doing right, but because of the way it was interpreted on television, it appeared to the world that we were witnessing a hero in motion. Well, I have been finding connections to Epstein, to Wexner, that I have receipts for, which have never been shared by anyone or found by anyone, in addition to other information which shows very clearly that America's mayor, who has had, by the way, a very big downfall. If you have been following the news, he just lost his law license, has in fact and was in fact part of the Wexner-Epstein nexus. So this Sunday, perhaps Saturday, I'm not sure, which would be tomorrow, I am uploading, I believe it will be either a two-part series or a three-part series, depending on how much I can fit into each part, about Giuliani's connections to that world that we have been uncovering and other things that were done and other people who have never before been named as being part of that world. I will be showing with receipts a very detailed and comprehensive list showing that, in fact, what most people believe to be true is not true, and information that really nobody has found before. Because while I hear about the dancing Israelis and I hear about other things that make zero sense, no one has really stopped to make certain connections and show how A turned into B, turned into C, and how then it loops around and is connected to the broader Epstein-Wexner network. So if you have not become a member of my Substack and you are interested in this topic and you want to know what happened in the early days of Giuliani's rise to power, what happened on that day, there have been books literally written about that, but these books end at a certain period in time. And so they catch some information. However, they attribute, the writers, the authors, attribute Giuliani's behavior to arrogance. And while, yeah, you know, people who are, let's say, they go into politics, they are arrogant, right? However, what I've discovered shows that the actions of not just that day, but actions of many years before, as it pertained not just to that day and that event, but to many other things that he was given credit for, that in fact, this was as well constructed as the person that we have come to know, sorry, as Jeffrey Epstein, a construct, right? So before anybody had heard about Alexander Acosta saying, oh, I was told to back off, that Epstein belonged to intelligence, no one knew he was, let's just call it what it is, a spy, right? A spy for more than one agency, I'm going to say. And as for Giuliani, you know, there are people who follow orders. I think that what we as a people who have become more aware of the circumstances around us is that the people who get, let's say, get advancement in the political sphere. Let's for example use Alexander Acosta. He was the one who gave Epstein a lenient non-prosecution agreement and was effectively then given a substantial political push by Donald Trump's administration, okay? So that people who are, let's call them lackeys, because I like that word, lackeys, people who follow what they're told and do what they're told, they don't lose their jobs. They are in fact promoted. This is what I believe happened in Giuliani's early career, and I have many examples that have never been looked at before. In addition to my own recollection, remember, I am a survivor of this network who also investigates, writes, and shares. So in addition to my own memories of certain things that I share in what I'm hoping is not going to be a long series, at the most, it'll be 3 parts. I'm hoping to get it done in 2. In any event, I just wanted to give you a heads up. This is what I'm working on. 9/11 is right around the corner, and it's time we see who fits into what role and why things happened the way they did. Again, it's not just geared around that event. I include other events and connect them with receipts to the network that we have been studying. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing you on my Substack. I'll leave the link below. Have a good day. Bye.